that you're like advocating for a fair playing field for the cartels. That is nuts. Nick, are you honestly that much of an opportunist that you would like say at all costs you're going to like make sure the cartels could cut a deal and that you would actually trust what the cartels would be bringing in wouldn't be laced with fentanyl and other things?
Well, that's the point of the review board and the naming system, so that we can say if they do lace anything with the pills, then they would be known as such, and like a better business bureau for
cartels.
And,
yeah, we'll call them the Better Cartel Bureau. Now, let me ask you, though, Nick. So you're going to trust a cartel leader to come in, and he's going to report to this Better Cartel Bureau, and you're going to trust that he's bringing in the best stuff, and you actually think that they would care to be vetted? Don't you think they're going to put a little gun to the head and go, hey, don't you like my product? You know, I mean, that's the way these cartels work. Have you ever, seen how the cartels handle business operations, Nick? It's not pretty.
Maybe they just don't want to pay the license fees.
Wow, Nick, I don't think they want to pay any fees. I don't think there's any negotiating. But boy, you pulled a surprise one for me tonight. This is a good one, Nick. I'm not sure what you're drinking, but boy, it's good stuff. Thank you very much, Nick. Let's go to Michael in New Jersey, line 7. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, hi, Rita.
By the way, Mike, before we get started, I'm still a little floored by Nick, and he's thinking that maybe you can work with the cartels. You can negotiate with them.
I guess if you're a sympathizer, you're a sympathizer.
Yeah, he thinks we should set up the Better Cartel Bureau so then they could be vetted, decide who's the better cartel leader, you know? Oh, my gosh.
Sure. Everybody's got their own opinion.
Yeah, sure. No, it was interesting. It just, it's an interesting call. Go ahead, Mike.
God bless him. So I'd like to draw a parallel between the government spending our money on giveaway programs, which is inflationary and naturally devaluates the U.S. dollar, and how allowing immigrants, illegals to come in to this country is devaluing the citizenship. Not only us, but think about your parents, grandparents, mine that came over here illegally. I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but that worked so hard, and the current people work so hard. This is actually devaluing our citizenship, literally just letting them flood into our borders. It's terrible.
No, you're right. Mike, you're right, because it's an insult to the people who work hard and do it the right way. And you know what's interesting? If you look at some of the numbers too, Mike, like some of the latest polls, a lot of Hispanics, who, came through, did it the right way, they resent those people who are breaking the rules or are getting allowed to break the rules in this case too. They resent it because they feel like it's unfair to the other folks. They feel like, listen, they did it. They took the steps. And in my case, Michael, I'm first generation American. Both my parents went through all the steps. It was at least 5 years, I think, from when they came here that they became citizens. And because it took a while, it wasn't like, they went through the border, they learned the language, they took the test, they did all that stuff. And you're right, it does devalue it. It makes it so unimportant. And it makes you also not appreciate the country. I think when you learn about the country and you have to take a test to understand the country and understand the language, you have a connection with the country and you have an appreciation with the country and you